Hi there. As a young lady growing up, if you decide to be married, let me tell you something. Men do not like a woman who would depend on them.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another edition of Black Male Advice TV. I'm your host, Ringo. And what we're going to talk about today is the subject of when women give women bad advice. This is a very, very interesting topic. Make sure you get the likes up on the video, fam. When women give women bad advice. Yeah. Many ladies in today's day are taking advice from women all over social media. And this advice is keeping you ladies single, depressed, and lonely. There's no way around it. What this particular woman will pretty much share is her thoughts on what she think you need to be as a woman. What I'm going to tell you is that what she's essentially teaching women is how to be a man. Yeah. That being said, let's react to this, find out what's going on.
Hi there. As a young lady growing up, if you decide to be married, let me tell you something. Men do not like a woman who would depend on them.
That right there is a no-no. What she said made absolutely no logical sense. Do you understand me? She said that men don't want a woman to depend on him. That makes no logical sense. Listen to this garbage, people.
Hi there. As a young lady growing up.
She's speaking to young ladies that are growing up. How many women have listened to this lady and are being led down the wrong path?
If you decide to be married. Let me tell you something. Men do not like a woman who would depend on them.
If we didn't like women who depend on us, then what is the point of us being around? What is the point of a man being the head? What is the point of a man being a provider? It makes no logical sense. See, she has also been indoctrinated by the boss chick culture, which teach women to be independent, get their own house, get their own car, have an education, get their college education, and all this other mess. Why? So that she don't need or depend on a man, which means she's self-sufficient, she can do her own thing. And typically, this is one of the reasons why the majority of women will be single for the rest of their natural lives.
Men want a woman who has made herself self-made.
Now, think about what she just said, that men want women that are self-made. Now, how many times have we heard anything like that pertain to a woman? We typically hear self-made when it's pertained to a man, a self-made millionaire, a man that literally worked out his life and did his own thing, followed his own path, and built his wealth by himself, a self-made man. But she is saying that we as men want women that are self-made. Now, if a woman is self-made, that means that she already have the provisions, she have the resources, and she have the finances, the property, and everything else associated with a quality life. So if that is the case, what is the point of us being around? She said in the beginning that as a young woman who desired to get married, that she shouldn't be the kind of woman who literally depends on a man. So if a woman is not trying to depend on a man, it makes no sense that this man even be a husband. Do you understand me? This is the problem that we have in society. Everything is backwards. You see, a woman is supposed to depend on a man. A woman is supposed to be loyal to a man. A woman is supposed to respect her man. It makes no logical sense for you as a woman to think that you don't need to depend on a man. If you can't depend on me, then there is nothing about me that you need. If a man don't feel needed by a woman, if a man don't feel desired for his ability to build, his ability to earn, his ability to teach, and everything else, and that man will have no purpose in your life. And the only other purpose that man will have in your life is just a sexual relationship, which is typical of what women are experiencing today with Pookie and Ray Ray.
They want ready-made. Just like how we women, we also want a man who is already made. The man is rich, the man is intelligent, the man has been to school, like intellectual, like doing a good job.
Now think about what she just said, that men want women that are already made, women that have a good education, a woman that is wealthy, a woman that got money, a woman that is doing all the right things. So basically, she is saying that as men, we want women that already are built, a woman that already know every single thing. She's just literally perfect and flawless. And that is not true. Men are not looking for women because they have an education. Men are not looking for women because they have a great paying job. Men are not looking for women that are self-made, built up. No, men are just typically looking for women that will cooperate with him and literally serve and cater to him. Men are looking for a feminine woman, a woman who is pliable, flexible, meat for the master's use, a woman that is willing to serve him, provide children for him, loving for him, and encouragement for him. Men are looking for a woman who will provide him peace. That is what we are looking for. Let's go.
That is what we women want. A man who is from a decent family. A man who is from a God-fearing family.
She's saying that women want a man who is God-fearing, but when we look at modern women today, they always deal with Pookie and Ray Ray, and they love having Pookie and Ray Ray's babies. So much for God-fearing. But if you really think about it, women want the perfect guy, the guy that is flawless, the guy that come to her making 6 figures or more. These type of women are very superficial. They have this high expectation of what they expect men to have. And what she is basically saying is that if you want a man that have all of this money, all of these resources, wealth, wisdom, education, and so forth, then you as a woman must be able to provide the same thing. But now the problem with that is that she's basically essentially teaching women how to be a man. That's right, a man. Because as a man, I am not looking for a woman based on her education. I am not looking for her based on her finances. I'm looking for a woman to mate with so I can bring forth children, so I can have a happy home, so a woman can be there to encourage me, to cook for me, to literally be there as a helpmate, so that we can win in life.
If you are looking for all this, then you have to be like that too.
Now think about what she's saying. If you're looking for a man who is so-called high value, a man that got his resources, got his education, doing very well in life, then you as a woman must be on the same exact level, quote unquote, like him. That makes no logical sense, because what she's essentially doing is teaching women how to think like and be like and act like a man. And that will never work, because if she's doing what you're doing, you're unequally yoked and you won't be able to have any success in a relationship. Let's go.
Because the same thing the man is also expecting from you.
Think about that. She's saying the same thing the man is expecting from you. But if the truth be told, we as men are not looking for the same thing. We do not want a woman who is equal to us. We do not want a woman who is acting like us. We do not want a woman who want to be a boss chick. We do not want no woman that thinks she's independent and don't need us. It makes no sense to get with a woman who don't even desire us in terms of needing us or wanting us to be there for her. That doesn't make any logical sense.
You have to be somebody who is working already. You have to be somebody who has your own place to lay your head.
Now think about that. If you're working already, I can understand that, because everybody has to have a job. It is what it is. If you're a single woman, yes, you need to provide for yourself for now at the end of the day. But she's basically saying that you have to have these things, and you have to have your own place where you live at, and you have to have all these different things. If you got your own situation going, your own place, your own house, your own car, and I got my own thing and my own stuff, then what's the point of us even talking with each other when we're both already done successful and have what we need. What's the point? Because if you already have your own house and I have my house, then how are we going to be building a relationship together and live in the same house? That means one of us is going to have to leave our house. And if you're already paying a mortgage and I'm paying a mortgage, then it makes no logical sense. Relationships was never supposed to be like this. It was supposed to be that a daughter was with her father and her mother in her house, and the man came by, got the blessing of the father, took the daughter, wifed her up, and began to take on the providing aspect that the father pretty much was doing for his daughter. And he took it to the step further of being the provider and the lover to the daughter by wifing her up and having a family. That is how it was. The woman was not out there being a boss chick. She was not out there getting a college degree. She was literally in preparation to be a wife. And in today's culture, modern women are not prepared to be wives. They're not prepared to be mothers. They're not prepared to be cooks. They actually don't know what to do. And this is why we have a generation of women bringing forth babies from Pookie and Ray Ray, unable to provide, unable to protect, unable to do anything because they lack the leadership of a quality, righteous man. And in the end, Pookie and Ray Ray always end up either dead in prison or on another situation where he's tied up, or he just literally just forget about his responsibilities of being a father and totally abandon the woman. Let's go.
Before you even think about it, because that is the same thing you want from the man. So be the same thing you want from the man.
Think about that horrible advice. Be the same thing that you want from the man. Fam, I don't know what else to tell you, but the advice that this woman is giving is horrible advice. She's basically teaching women to literally become a man. That's literally what she's saying, fam. Let's go.
Hi there. As a young lady growing up, if you decide to be married, let me tell you something. Men do not like a woman who would depend on them.
Craziness.
Men want a woman who has made herself self-made.
Listen, men are not looking for women that are self-made. None of that stuff makes sense. Men are looking for wife material. And that is something we can't find because women are too busy being boss chicks and getting educations and trying to be a man.
They want ready-made.
Men are not looking for ready-made women. We're looking for women that are teachable, pliable, and flexible. Women that will cooperate with us as men so that we can guide them and teach them on what we need out of them.
Just like how we women, we also want a man who is already made.
See, that's the problem with women. They want a man who is already made. Rather than getting with a man to build, they want a man that's already done successful, already got everything together, and that makes no sense. Let's go.
The man is rich, the man is intelligent, the man has been...
Notice that she want a man who is rich, a man who every woman want a man who is rich. This is why you ladies have no man, because you're all focusing on the same guy, and then when you get with that guy, he's sleeping with all of you.
School, like intellectual, like doing a good job. That is what we women want. A man who is from a decent family. A man who is from a God-fearing family. If you are looking for all this, then you have to be like that too.
See, she's basically telling women to be just like the man that she's with.
Because the same thing the man is also expecting from you.
No, men are not expecting women to be equal or be like him or have the same things that he have.
You have to be somebody who is working already. You have to be...
Why would I want a woman who is actually working already in terms of being a career woman, boss woman, always out in the streets? How could she raise children for me and be there for the children?
Somebody who has your own place to lay your head before you even think about it, because that is the same thing you want from the man. So be the same thing you want from the man.
Think about that, fam. I don't have nothing else to say. Leave your comments, your feedback. Let me know what you think about the video. It's Blackmail Advice TV, the best channel on YouTube, hands down. Peace.
If you like our content, consider supporting via Cash App at $RingoTV Raw. Become a patron on patreon.com for exclusive video content not shown on YouTube. You could also support through PayPal at paypal.me/RingoTVRaw. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and click the bell to be notified of new content. Follow me on Instagram at Ringo TV Raw.
This is Black Male Advice TV, the only channel on YouTube bringing you the truth 100%